this week's edition of the Dixie Sun News at Noon. I'm Hannah Hickman.
And I'm Nasai Mancini. Thanks for tuning in. The Utah State Legislature held a special session on Tuesday to address the university name change. State legislators met on Tuesday to discuss the proposed university name, Utah Tech University. As of yesterday, the House of Representatives and the Senate voted in favor of the university name change. Pending the governor's signature, the name Utah Tech University will become official on July 1st, 2022.
Utah lawmakers released their proposed redistricting maps. The maps voted on in a special session held Tuesday determined boundaries for the next decade. The majority of Utahns voted for the creation of an independent, nonpartisan commission to draw up the maps. Members of the independent commission said the maps were drawn in a fair, data-based process collected from political bias. The state legislature, however, voted in favor of another map they drew up. This new map does not allow for political representation for Salt Lake County residents and rural counties due to the way the boundary lines sit. The new redistricting maps gave Utahns 3 days to look them over before they were voted on.
An anti-vaccine mandate protest took place on Saturday. Hundreds of protesters took to the sidewalk around St. George Regional Hospital days after Intermountain Healthcare announced it would require employees to be vaccinated against COVID-19. St. George City Council candidate and nurse practitioner St. George's Intermountain Healthcare Facility, Michelle Tanner, organized the protest. The intention of the protest started off as an anti-mandate protest and turned into an anti-vaccine one.
Mountain lions, deers, and bears, oh my. As the change in season brings cooler weather, local wildlife may be wandering closer to home. The Utah Division of Wildlife Resources said the cooler temperatures can bring animals closer to humans in places such as highways and roads. Residents in the southern Utah area tend to build houses and infrastructure where wildlife stay in the winter, such as roads in the place of migration paths for animals. While some animals like bears, desert tortoise, and prairie dogs hibernate, deer and other mammals are still active and can present a hazard to motorists. If you do find yourself crossing paths with any wildlife, remember to avoid confrontation.
St. George is receiving their first monoclonal antibody treatment. The treatment specifically targets COVID-19 proteins and prevents them from attaching to human cells. Treatment started on Monday at Intermountain Healthcare and is available through tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The therapy is an FDA-approved IV infusion and takes up from 2 to 3 hours. Patients have to test positive, be at least 16 years of age, and have not been admitted to the hospital for COVID. Antibody treatment needs to be given ideally within 4 to 7 days from experiencing symptoms. See if you qualify by scanning the QR code below.
If you're thinking of shipping gifts for the holiday, act fast. The United States Postal Service shared a list of holiday shipping deadlines in order to ensure people get their gifts on time. For domestic delivery before December 25th, have your packages out by December 15th for USPS retail ground service, December 17th for first-class mail service, December 18th for priority mail service, and December 23rd for priority mail express service. Keep in mind if you are sending packages overseas, the deadlines will be sooner, and don't forget about shipping restrictions. To check the deadline dates for when to ship your package, follow the link below.
November is Native American Heritage Month. The National Congress of American Indians says that this time of the month is to celebrate the rich and diverse cultures, traditions, and to acknowledge the important contributions of Native people. The NCAI says that this time is to educate people on the multitude of Native American tribes while raising awareness for the challenges that Native Americans have faced historically and currently. When you were talking about the UPS story, it totally reminded me of when I was a little kid. When we would get packages delivered to the house closer to Christmas, I would intentionally try to open them and see what was in them. And I know it was so bad, but I would shake the box so I could try to hear it, but I would never actually physically open them.
Okay, I'm a little worse in that sense that when it comes to Christmas itself, I will reach my hand into a bag or something. This happened just last Christmas. I did it as a joke and I felt so bad because my older sister got so mad at me and I'm like, it's a blanket that you made for me for Christmas. And I was just joking around because I was squishing the bag. I'm terrible. I'm pretty bad, but make sure that you are keeping in mind the restrictions for packages.
Stay tuned. After the break, we will be sitting down to chat with the new Miss Native Dixie.
Hey, Dad. I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Oh, Dad. That's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
Tell me not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream. For the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not as they seem.
Art is long and time is fleeting, and our hearts though stout and brave, still like muffled drums are beating, funeral marches to the grave. In the world's broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, be not like dumb-driven cattle, be a hero in the strife.
Lives of great men all remind us that our lives can be sublime, and departing, leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. Footprints that perhaps another, sailing over life's solemn moon, a forlorn and shipwrecked brother, seeing, shall take heart again. Let us then be up and doing, with a heart for any fate. Still achieving, still pursuing, learn to labor and to wait.
Show some respect. Show you give a damn. Show the world how it's done. Show them that when your community needed you the most, you showed up. Mask up, America.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Shopping sprees, sip my ties and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
On November 2nd, Delana Basenti was crowned the 25th Miss Native Dixie. She, along with other contestants, competed in a private interview, answered a judge's question, and performed a modern and traditional talent. She will hold the title of Miss Native Dixie for the next year.
Yat Eshikwa Seneshe Ya Delana Basenti Inisha. Tudjini Nishla Twahana Busaschin, Tuchini Edishache, Kia Ani Edishanale, Green River, Wyoming, Deshigan, Maite Klejade Ainasha. Hello everyone, my name is Delana Basenti. I'm Bitterwater Clan. I'm born for the Near the Water Clan. My maternal grandfather is from Red Running into the Water Clan, and my paternal grandfather is from Towering House. I'm from Green River, Wyoming, and originally my family's from Coyote Canyon, New Mexico. Thank you.
Well, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank
Just
you
to
for
start
inviting
off,
me.
how was your experience competing in the Miss Native Dixie pageant?
It was a wonderful experience. I'm very happy to have this opportunity here, especially at Dixie State University. I think it's a great way to implement culture for different types of tribes, and I had so much fun doing it. I'm really happy I won.
That's wonderful. Tell us a little bit about the modern and traditional talent that you performed.
So my modern talent, I did Taekwondo karate for self-defense. One big thing is that Indigenous women have a higher rate of getting sexually assaulted. The numbers are drastic in any type of sexual assault, and I feel that by showing Taekwondo and self-defense, that this is one way to help lower, because I have to be able to speak up for my silent sisters. It's such an important topic for me, for missing and murdered Indigenous women. I felt that this was one way that I could help them.
Absolutely, and you are just a freshman, right?
Yeah,
like going
18,
into this,
yeah.
How does it feel to represent your culture on campus in this capacity?
I'm really excited. I think that this will be a fun new way for me to help Indigenous culture be on campus, because it is important, like I said in my pageant, that Indigenous people have a space. They take up a space, and I know that my Indigenous peers on campus that I'm in the NASA with, they feel that this is an important way that we can show that we're here, because one thing I read was, we are our ancestors' wildest dreams. I know that by us being here at Dixie State University, this is one way we're stepping into the future to help our Indigenous youth.
That's wonderful. How do you hope to inspire young little girls who might look up to you?
I hope that, I'm an aunt, so I hope that by my nieces seeing this, my younger Indigenous youth, that they see that you can be anything. That if you want to try Miss Native Dixie when they grow up, I want them to do that. They want to try Miss Indian World when they grow up, I want them to try. I want them to be able to see me and see that you can be anything you want, go anywhere you want, and yeah, thank you.
On that same note, what advice would you give to somebody who is hesitant to want to compete in the Miss Native competition?
It's a wonderful experience. I think that by just putting yourself out there, it teaches you to make new friends. I made wonderful friends within this pageant, and it teaches you that to be out there, to be open-minded, to think, what can I do to make this better? I know that there's another quote that says, I stand on the sacrifices of a million women thinking, what can I do to make this mountain taller so the women after me see farther? And this pageant is one way to make sure that you are putting yourself out there and being able to be open and create new ways for Indigenous youth. And yeah.
That's amazing. What would you say was your favorite part about competing in the pageant?
I met some really great friends, Crystal and oh my gosh, I just forgot her name, but Crystal and both of them are great. I think that was one thing that I didn't realize, that I wasn't being as open and making new friends, and now I got so many more friends. I'm so excited with the people that I'm getting to meet, and yeah.
If there was anything that you could change throughout the process or anything that you would do differently, what would it be?
I think really nothing. I really had a great time. Everything that we went through, it was a fun experience. So.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for being here and joining us today. And after the break, there's more things coming up happening on campus.
Nature or relaxing in your yard. Let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
Oh, hey, Julia. Are you ready to play band with us? I'm going to play my clarinet.
And Elmo's going to play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Here's your baby. Okay. Still, I'm not breathing.
Welcome back. Here are some upcoming events happening at DSU.
DSU is celebrating its international students. International Education Week is happening on campus Monday through Friday. International Student Services is hosting activities along with international students to help show the diversity, traditions, and to improve the cultural awareness on campus. Start the week off with the Around the World display happening on Monday from 11 to 4 p.m. in the Gardner Ballroom. Enjoy some Friday fun with the We Are One event celebrating the end of International Education Week from 3 to 5 p.m. in the SAC 106 and outside the ISS office. Zach Barker, a junior digital film major from Stuttgart, Germany, said, "I believe International Education Week is important because it allows students from different countries and cultures the ability to show others the experiences and differences between DSU and other colleges outside our borders."
DSU is hosting YouTube celebrity, stand-up comedian, and political commentator Dave Rubin. Rubin is the creator of The Rubin Report, a talk show about free speech with debates surrounding topics like religion and foreign issues. He will be talking about what his experience has been like navigating through the political field. This event is happening tonight from 7 to 9 p.m. in the Eccles Concert Hall. This event is currently sold out online, but you might be able to snag tickets at the box office.
Registration for the 2022 spring semester opened this week. Let's see what students say about registering for classes.
I have not registered for spring classes yet.
I have not yet. I'm doing it today.
I'm registering tonight.
No, I haven't.
Not yet, but I will tonight.
All I know is that I have to take majority of my engineering classes.
My social ethics class I feel like would be pretty fun.
I have some education classes that I'm excited for.
I'm really excited for psychology.
I'm excited for tax practicum. I mean, I know I want to do taxes, and I know that'll give me some extra experience to help with the job.
I'm going to take math 1050.
Yeah, I have to take anatomy and anatomy lab, so I'm pretty excited for that one because I've heard it's a really cool class.
I'm excited to take Intro to Communications.
I'm very excited for spring semester.
Yes, super excited.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
With registration open this week, make sure you are double checking all the boxes, that it fits into your schedule, that you have all the credits that you need.
Yeah, but I know that I am personally, and I'm sure you are as well, I am excited not to be registering because it means we get to graduate. Registering is always a little bit of a hectic process for me, so that's why I think it's really important to meet with your advisor and check on your credits, check that everything and all your ducks are in a row.
I'm not envious of the people who are registering, but I don't know if I'm gonna miss it really in the future. I don't know, I'm kind of at odds with it. But
I don't think I'll miss it, but I definitely am gonna miss Dixie State and all the classes that we have here, especially within our department, and it's really awesome.
Absolutely.
And that's it for this week's edition of the Dixie Sun News at noon.
We will see you here next week, same time, same place. Have a great week, Trailblazers.